guys, how are you? My name is Maria Palumbo. I'm one of the co-owners and hairstylists and colorists at Lift Salon, Toronto. And I'm here to tell you that we are offering to all of our guests color kits that are available to you through contacting us at liftsalon179@gmail.com. If you contact us, we can set up a consultation and provide you with a color kit for you to do at home during our global pandemic COVID-19 crisis. So we know that during this time we probably are not feeling that great because we're isolated at home, and sometimes just something like a hair color or something can help lift up our spirits and make us feel better when we look in the mirror, at least. So anyway, we're going to get through this, and to help out, we're going to try to do some hair coloring at home. So once you've received your kit, this video is to just help you out a little bit in terms of how to apply your color. So I'm going to show you pretty quickly how to do that at home. I have with me my guest here. Her name is Amy. She is well known in the hair industry, but probably new to you. So in your color kit, you will have received your color that you will mix together according to instructions in a container. You'll probably receive a brush that looks something like this, provided that we haven't run out, because we are getting quite a few requests. So we're running out of brushes. So you will mix the color according to instructions, and I just want to mention that when you're mixing your color, you want to make sure that it's very well mixed. So do that with your brush, but I also want to mention that beating it too heavily will actually disturb sort of the chemicals in the product, and it's just better for you to be a little more gentle while being very thorough with the mixing. Okay, so also another point I want to make is that when you are ready to apply the color onto the hair, be careful not to oversaturate your brush. So be careful to remove all the excess by sort of scraping it along the edge of your bowl, just to make sure that you end up with about the right amount of color, which is about that for each application. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna get started here. First thing you want to do is comb out your hair and make sure that all the knots are out, because if you end up coming across some of these knots while you're doing your hair, it's going to make your life a whole lot more difficult. So you want to avoid that by making sure that you comb or brush out whatever is easier for you before you do your application. Okay, so once you've had your color mixed, you are going to put on your gloves, which will be provided in the color kit. So I'm just going to do that right now. I had these on before, and then I had to take them off, so they just look a little bit used, but they're not. Okay, so we're just going to have our gloves put on so we can protect our hands. Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to part the hair down the middle. So you want to make a straight part down the middle of the hair. Okay, so right down the middle of the hair, and we're going to follow that part all the way to the back. Follow it all the way down to the nape. Okay, and what I like to do is grab my clips, have some clips handy, and separate those two guys apart. Second thing you want to do is you want to make a parting from one back of the ear to the next back of the ear. Okay, so you're going to make a cross. You're going to make a cross on the head, creating 4 quadrants. Okay, so I'll just do that right now so I can show you. Okay. So we have four quadrants. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All So we have our color mix, we're ready to apply. First thing that I like to do most often is apply to the hairline, because most of us have our stubborn grays at the very front, and those guys, let me tell you, are the most difficult to cover. For some reason, they just want to be. So I apply just along the hairline to begin. Okay. All right, I've got her whole hairline covered. Okay. Hairline. All right. Once we've done that, we are going to take half, and that was a no-no. I just spilt a little bit of color, and the reason why is because I had a little bit too much color on my brush. So you also want to be careful with that as well, because you'll just make a mess out of your bathroom if your brush contains too much color on it. So you want to take your first section starting about a ½ inch away from your middle parting, and just start applying your color to the regrowth area, okay? So just take section by section, and just show you, apply, and then your next section, okay? So that you're covering, I'll just bring this right close so you can see you're covering the roots at each section. Okay, and then I'm going to take that. Okay, so we're going to continue down till we get all the way to the bottom of that section. And I'm just working quickly here. You probably want to take a little more time when you're doing your hair at home to make sure you get coverage. Okay. Next section. And just make sure you're applying the product liberally, but not oversaturating, because if you do have highlights, or you have your ends are sort of at the color, the tone that you want, you don't want to create a larger area of coverage than what is needed, okay? Especially if you have highlights, because that'll mean you're covering into some of the fresh highlights that are closer to the root, to the scalp, okay? So anyway, we're gonna go all the way down, and then you're gonna follow with the back sections, taking cross sections this way, okay? So I've got that back section, and then we're gonna go and take cross sections there. Once I've completed that, I'll set my timer, and your timer should be about 35 to 40 minutes. If you have resistant hair, probably 40 minutes. If your hair is just medium to fine, 35 minutes should be more than enough to get your coverage. Okay, she doesn't want to stay. So what I do is set my timer at this point, and then at the beginning of the time where you're starting to time your color, I would just go through every section and cross section the opposite direction of how you applied. Remember, we applied it this way, so I'm going to go through and cross section, and there you're going to find out these little spots that you thought you got when you did it the first time, but you're going to find little spots. I always do, so I'm sure you will too. So just get in there and ensure that all the spots are covered up. Okay, so time that for 35 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes. Once your timer goes, you're going to head into the shower, and hopefully you have a handheld, which makes it a lot easier. When you're in the shower, the best way to do this is to just tilt your hair back and start rinsing your hair, rinsing the color off the hair. Okay, once you've had it rinsed quite well, you're going to start your first shampoo and follow that with a conditioner. And towel dry, and style as usual. I do want to recommend a great color care shampoo, and these are also available. You can reach out to us and let us know if you do need any products to use for your hair. While we're in COVID-19, we do have two pickup points. One is downtown Toronto, one is Yonge and Eglinton. So this is a sulfate-free color care shampoo. It's by Redken, and it's called Color Extend Magnetics, and it's great for extending your color and to make sure the long-lasting effects of your color, as well as used with the conditioner, which also helps to seal down the cuticle once your color has been completed, and it helps to restore shine to the hair. If you do have extra time and you're willing to invest a little extra effort into your whole coloring process, which is always a good thing, this is a great hair mask, and it just does a little extra in terms of conditioning and adding shine. So you can apply this hair mask to the hair after you've shampooed it. Leave it up for about 5 to 10 minutes and let hair saturate into that conditioner saturate into the hair, and then rinse it off, and you will notice a nice difference in the hair texture of your hair once you've done that with the hair mask. Okay, all these products are available to you through us at Lift Salon, and once again you can email us at liftsalon179@gmail.com. And I hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing you back at the salon when we are back in business. Thanks so much. Take care.